Acceptable means satisfactory or allowable. Sample sentence, the experimental results were within an acceptable range. Acceptance means the act of receiving or approving. Sample sentence, acceptance of new technologies depends on user trust. Accuracy means the degree of correctness. Sample sentence, accuracy of measurements is critical in scientific experiments. Accurate means correct or precise. Sample sentence, the data are accurate to 3 decimal places. Active means engaging in activity. Sample sentence, active participation improves learning outcomes. Addition means the act of adding. Sample sentence, the addition of a catalyst increased reaction speed. Adjust means to change or adapt. Sample sentence, researchers adjust parameters to optimize results. Adjustment means a small change. Sample sentence, adjustment of the protocol ensured consistent outcomes. Agenda means a list of items to be discussed. Sample sentence, the meeting agenda included research updates and deadlines. Avoid means to keep away from. Sample sentence, scientists avoid contamination by using sterile techniques. Cite means to mention or refer to. Sample sentence, the paper cites recent studies on climate change. Classical means traditional or long established. Sample sentence, classical methods are often compared with modern techniques. Commit means to dedicate or pledge. Sample sentence, researchers commit to ethical standards in experimentation. Communicate means to share or exchange information. Sample sentence, scientists communicate findings through peer-reviewed journals. Comparable means able to be likened to something else. Sample sentence, the results are comparable across different laboratories. Comparative means involving comparison. Sample sentence, a comparative analysis was conducted between 2 species. Conceptual means relating to ideas. Sample sentence, conceptual models help visualize complex systems. Connection means a link or relationship. Sample sentence, the study shows a connection between diet and cognitive function. Considerable means large or significant. Sample sentence, considerable effort was required to complete the experiment. Contact means communication or interaction. Sample sentence, contact with experts provided valuable insights. Coverage means the extent of inclusion or reporting. Sample sentence, the coverage of topics in the syllabus is extensive. Deal means to manage or handle. Sample sentence, researchers deal with large datasets daily. Denote means to indicate or represent. Sample sentence, a red color may denote high-risk areas. Determinant means a factor that decisively affects outcomes. Sample sentence, genetic makeup is a key determinant of disease susceptibility. Differentiate means to recognize differences. Sample sentence, the test differentiates between bacterial and viral infections. Differentiation means the process of distinguishing. Sample sentence, cellular differentiation is critical in development. Digital means relating to electronic technology. Sample sentence, digital tools enhance data analysis efficiency. Distance means the space between 2 points. Sample sentence, distance learning has expanded educational access. Division means a separation into parts. Sample sentence, the division of tasks improved laboratory efficiency. Ecological means relating to the environment. Sample sentence, ecological studies assess human impact on ecosystems. Emergence means the process of appearing. Sample sentence, the emergence of antibiotic resistance is a global concern. Ethic means a principle of right conduct. Sample sentence, research ethics guide the treatment of subjects. Expect means to anticipate or look forward to. Sample sentence, researchers expect increased accuracy with new methods. Expert means a person with specialized knowledge. Sample sentence, an expert reviewed the study methodology. Explicit means clearly expressed. Sample sentence, the instructions were explicit and easy to follow. Explicitly means clearly and directly. Sample sentence, data were explicitly categorized by age. Group. Extension means an addition or prolongation. Sample sentence, the extension of the study allowed for long-term observations. Extensive means large in scope or range. Sample sentence, extensive testing was conducted to validate results. Extreme means very severe or intense. Sample sentence, extreme conditions can alter chemical reactions. Fail means to be unsuccessful. Sample sentence, the experiment may fail without proper controls. Flexibility means the ability to adapt. Sample sentence, flexibility in scheduling allows for more thorough testing. Flexible means capable of bending or adapting. Sample sentence, the software is flexible for different analytical methods. Fully means completely. Sample sentence, the results fully support the hypothesis. Fund means to provide financial resources. Sample sentence, the government fund supports scientific research. Funding means the provision of money for a purpose. Sample sentence, funding for the project was secured from multiple sources. Ideal means perfect or most suitable. Sample sentence, the ideal temperature for the reaction is 37 degrees Celsius. Immediate means occurring without delay. Sample sentence, immediate action was taken to correct the error. Inclusion means the act of including. Sample sentence, inclusion of diverse samples improves study reliability. Indirect means not directly caused. Sample sentence, effects can be indirect through environmental changes. Initially means at the beginning. Sample sentence, initially, results showed unexpected trends. Initiate means to begin or start. Sample sentence, the team will initiate a new phase of research. Initiative means a plan or strategy. Sample sentence, a new initiative promotes STEM education. Instruction means guidance or orders. Sample sentence, laboratory instruction ensures safe handling of chemicals. Intention means a plan or purpose. Sample sentence, the intention of the study is to improve diagnostics. Label means to identify or name. Sample sentence, samples were labeled according to experimental groups. Leadership means the position of guiding others. Sample sentence, effective leadership enhances research team performance. Margin means the edge or limit. Sample sentence, results fell within the margin of error. Matter means a subject or material. Sample sentence, dark matter remains a mystery in astrophysics. Methodology means a system of methods. Sample sentence, the study followed a rigorous methodology. Mix means to combine. Sample sentence, solutions were mixed thoroughly before measurement. Mobility means the ability to move. Sample sentence, cellular mobility is crucial in wound healing. Net means final or remaining after deductions. Sample sentence, net results indicate a positive trend. Ongoing means continuing. Sample sentence, ongoing experiments monitor environmental changes. Optimal means most favorable or efficient. Sample sentence, the optimal conditions were determined experimentally. Ordinary means normal or usual. Sample sentence, ordinary lab tasks include pipetting and measuring. Parallel means side by side or comparable. Sample sentence, experiments were run in parallel to ensure reliability. Precise means exact or accurate. Sample sentence, precise measurements are critical for reproducibility. Precisely means exactly. Sample sentence, data were recorded precisely to minimize error. Prediction means a forecast or expectation. Sample sentence, accurate prediction of outcomes guides experimental design. Progress means forward movement. Sample sentence, progress in research depends on collaboration. Proposition means a suggested plan or idea. Sample sentence, the proposition was tested through simulations. Protect means to keep safe. Sample sentence, protective gear helps protect researchers from hazards. Race means a group of humans or a competition. Sample sentence, genetic variation exists within the human race. Recommend means to suggest. Sample sentence, experts recommend regular calibration of instruments. Record means to document or register. Sample sentence, observations were recorded in a digital log. Replace means to substitute. Sample sentence, broken equipment was replaced immediately. Resolution means determination or clarity. Sample sentence, high-resolution imaging improves result accuracy. Resolve means to find a solution. Sample sentence, the team worked to resolve discrepancies in data. Review means to examine or assess. Sample sentence, the review highlighted gaps in current knowledge. Safety means the condition of being protected. Sample sentence, laboratory safety prevents accidents. Scientific means based on science. Sample sentence, scientific approaches underpin experimental design. Series means a sequence. Sample sentence, a series of tests validated the hypothesis. Specialist means an expert in a field. Sample sentence, a specialist provided guidance on complex procedures. Statistic means a numerical fact or measurement. Sample sentence, each statistic was carefully analyzed. Statistically means in terms of statistics. Sample sentence, results were statistically significant. Store means to keep or hold. Sample sentence, samples were stored at controlled temperatures. Strongly means with great force or emphasis. Sample sentence, researchers strongly recommend peer review. Substantial means considerable or large. Sample sentence, substantial evidence supports the theory. Substantially means to a great extent. Sample sentence, substantially higher yields were achieved. Successful means achieving desired results. Sample sentence, the experiment was successful in demonstrating the effect. Suitable means appropriate or fitting. Sample sentence, suitable controls were implemented. Summary means a brief overview. Sample sentence, the summary highlights key findings. Threat means a danger or risk. Sample sentence, climate change poses a serious threat. Threshold means a limit or point of entry. Sample sentence, the threshold for detection was established. Unlikely means not likely to happen. Sample sentence, the event is unlikely under normal conditions. Valid means logically or legally acceptable. Sample sentence, the methodology is valid and reliable. Versus means in contrast with. Sample sentence, the trial compared results versus the control group. Vertical means upright or perpendicular. Sample sentence, vertical alignment improves imaging accuracy. Volume means an amount or quantity. Sample sentence, the volume of samples processed was recorded. Widespread means existing over a large area. Sample sentence, widespread adoption of the technology enhances research efficiency.